move on. And if I don't let you know, then I won't be for real. I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be going on. The more I see you, the more that it becomes so true. There ain't no hope for me.
So here we're just gonna be brushing the hair back, brushing her edges, applying some She So Balm edge control to tame her edges because she is natural. Here we're just gonna try to get that hair into a tight, not so neat, but a good well-framed ponytail. Here I'm just doing some brushing to the back of her hair, on the back of her edges with the She So Balm edge control again. I'm trying to tame her piece because again she is natural and I did not flat iron the hair. So this is me trying to make it look smooth in the back. Here we're starting with the ponytail, and make sure when you're doing this ponytail the top is not bumpy or have a hump because you need it to be a smooth surface for when you are about to sew on the frontal. Here I'm starting to apply the cap, and it's just a regular wig making cap, or you could use a stocking, but this one is dark brown. It's usually supposed to be the color of your scalp, but I made an exception for her. So always make sure it's the color of your scalp when you're using the bald cap method, so it could blend in with your skin more. Here I'm applying the Got To Be holding spray, and this is just basically to help the cap stay on while after I'm done cutting it, so it can stay on when I'm sewing the frontal on top of it. Here we're taking the blow dryer to dry off the Got To Be spray so it could be like tacky and sticky so the cap could stick onto her skin. Here I'm just starting to cut the cap, and remember this is my first time, so if I'm not cutting it to the most perfectionate way, I'm sorry, but you could look on YouTube to find cutting cap methods, but this is the best I can. First I start along the lines of the ears, and then I go to around her hairline, and that's basically how I do it. And yeah. Here, like I said before, if you make a mistake with cutting the cap, I just bring the cap forward on top of her hairline to cover her hairs, and there shouldn't be no problem to hold it down. Just spray a little bit of the got to be spray on top and blow dry it down again.
I wanna be down. I got to be down. Yeah, oh, yeah. I know. I know. I know. I know. I would like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move on. And if I don't let you know, then I won't be.
Here I'm just applying a light layer of my bolt hold adhesive lace glue, and make sure this layer is light because it's not really a layer to put on the lace, just to hold the cap on. And after, when you're done, you're gonna dry it on the low setting of your blow dryer.
I wanna be down. I wanna be down with you. Together. Oh, it's true. I wanna be down. I know anybody's gonna be lonely without the reason they got someone to care for. Maybe all you need's a shoulder to cry on. If that's a fact, then I'll be more than you ever could dream of. If all you need is the time that I got into you, I'll dedicate all my love to you, oh baby. I wanna stay by your side, be there to cool you up, and let you know everything will be alright. Oh, yeah. I wanna be down. I wanna be down. I wanna be down with you. No matter the time. It's true. I wanna be down. Got to be down.
Here I'm just starting to look for where I'm going to start sewing in the frontal, and make sure you braid each side of the frontal so it could be better, so you can see and the hair is not all in the way of the track, so you can sew it easily and make the client hold the sides of the frontal down. Here I'm gonna start the sewing process, and it's pretty easy. Just watch what I do. I will leave this part so you guys can see how I sew it on, and it's very easy to sew, but the first time you're trying, it might be a little difficult or shaky or gliding down. Just take your time and you'll be fine.
I know. I know. I know. I know. I would like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move on. And if I don't let you know, then I won't be for real. I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be going on. The more I see you, the more that
Here I'm just starting to cut the excess cap. You don't need it, so don't leave it because it's not gonna look right. Just cut it off, and no, the frontal won't come off because it's already sewed onto it and sewed into your hair. So
I know, I know.
here I noticed that I had some excess cap on the ear tab, so you could just go along it and cut the excess because it's not a big deal. And when you cut the excess, make sure you lift the lace to see if it's the excess cap is showing or not, so you can cut it off.
Look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move on. And if I don't let you know, then I won't be for real. I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be going on. The more I see you, the more that it becomes so true. There ain't no harm for me. With what you're going through, I wanna be down. I wanna be down with you. No matter what, I'll tell you it's true. I wanna be down. I know anybody's gonna be lonely without the reason they got someone to care.
Here I'm just flat ironing the frontal so it has a flat surface because after all you are putting it in a ponytail, so you want it to be flat.
I'll dedicate all my love to you, baby. I wanna stay by your side.
Now after you're done flat ironing the frontal, so you might want to start going on to part the parting space that you want, either a middle part or side part. Part it perfectly straight, and you will be able to see if it's perfectly straight if the frontal don't have no patches. So that's what I'm doing right now, so you can start getting to work and getting down to business. Here I'm just applying a second layer of bolt hold adhesive lace glue onto her forehead so we can start applying the frontal. Now here I'm just starting to apply the lace, and the way I apply my lace is I press it down on the glue, then I take my rat tail comb and I just press the lace on top of the glue, and I get rid of all the bumps and lumps around the lace area. And pretty much that's all I'm doing. You see, as I'm combing the hair, I'm not doing it too hard. I'm just doing it very lightly so it can apply perfectly. And go along the lines of that you cut so it could look like scalp.
I know, I know, I know, I know. I would like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move on. And if I don't let you know, then I won't be for real. I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be going on. The more I see you, the more that it becomes so true. There ain't no harm for me.
Now after I'm done applying the lace, I'm just gonna take a hair tie to tie down the lace so it could be dry and it could look like scalp, like I said, because applying pressure to it does make it stick to the skin more. Here I'm just making a parting, a little bit parting in the end of the frontal near the track line, well, near where I sewed, because there's no tracks in this, so I could cover up the track of the frontal that I sewn. So I'm just taking a little piece by piece, making a straight line on the frontal to cover it up. And I will comb it along with the hair, and then I will apply mousse to it so I could blend it in with the hair, and you guys will see as I do it.
And let you know everything will be alright. I wanna be down. I wanna be down. I wanna be down with you. No matter the time, it's true. I wanna be down. Got to be down.
Now after I'm done applying the mousse and blending it with the hair, I'm just going to put the hair in a very extremely tight ponytail so it could hold down before I perfectly put in a ponytail with the frontal. Now I'm just starting to comb back the frontal, and then I will be applying mousse to smooth it out. And after I apply mousse, I'm gonna brush it some more with the hairbrush, and then I will apply some got to be holding spray so it will hold within the mousse. And you guys will just see as I do it. But this step is very important to make sure that you have a flat surface within your frontal and it's not bumpy. And I recommend you guys do it with a rat tail comb so you guys could get rid of all the bumps and the lumps.
Down for, 'cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move on. And if I don't let you know, then I won't be for real. I could be wrong, but
now I'll start to put the frontal in a ponytail within the other ponytail. As you guys can see, it's sleeked down, no lumps, no bumps, like I told you guys. Now I'm just going to take some hair and just braid it within her hair so I could make a ponytail so I could start sewing on the bundles. And you don't have to sew it on, you could glue it on, but I prefer to sew it on because it lasts longer and you won't worry about no track falling down. And the braid don't have to be perfect. Now I'm just starting to sew on, well, I'm finishing sewing on the bundles on top of the braid. As you guys can see, just follow along with me, and you remember you don't have to sew it, you could glue it if you want to, but I'm sewing it, so yeah.
I'll dedicate all my love to you, baby. And let you know everything will be alright.
Now I'm just taking some pieces of the hair and basically spinning it around the tracks on the bundle or around the track area left of the ponytail, or you can see the ponytail. We're trying to basically make it invisible, so just take some hair and just keep spinning it around and spraying some got to be in, blow drying it so it can stick. So yeah. Now I'm just gonna start applying some mousse hair edges, and I'm not gonna do baby hairs because she didn't want baby hairs, and not every hairstyle you need baby hairs for. Sometimes it's good to just have that natural scalp look.
Could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move on. And if I don't let you know, then I won't be for real. I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be going on. The more I see you, the more that it becomes so true. There ain't no harm for me. With what you're going through, I wanna be done.
As you guys can see, I am finished.
I got melanin. We got melanin.